and welcome to exercise application number 21, 22, somewhere around there. I did my first leg day in a while, so I had my butt handed to me on a plate, and I'm getting over a cold, so bear with me. But today I want to talk about overload and specificity. So we've been moving into class into talking about principles specifically related to adaptations to exercise, and something that underlies both endurance and resistance training is the principle of overload and the principle of specificity. So as you've gathered from these videos, I don't do as much cardio as I should, so this is going to be more resistance training based, but the same applies for endurance. So overload, the idea is if you are not increasing your load, you are not going to improve. So when we think about that in the gym with lifting weights, if I am not increasing my weight incrementally, I'm not going to get stronger, I'm not going to get larger muscles. So today I was doing, it was a glute and hamstring focus day. So as I was doing hip thrusts, as I'm doing those RDLs, I did a weight that had me like shaking with the RDLs, and I could barely do it. I was supposed to do it for 8, I could only do it for 6. But that's how, and I continue working on that because I upped my weight today from what I was previously doing to a higher weight so that I can work on stressing my muscles to a higher extent, because as we stress those muscles, we build those muscles. So you have to do more than your body's used to grow it. The second principle is specificity. So, and back to overload. So for running, that would mean running maybe 5 minutes longer a day, running 0.5 miles per hour faster on the treadmill. You're pushing past your limits so that you get better. And both of these ideas are fairly intuitive, but very important for improvement during training. Second idea, specificity. What you want to perform in, you specifically have to train. So today I was, sorry, there's some creepy men staring at me. I was training glutes and hamstrings. So in order to grow and strengthen my glutes and hamstrings, guess what? I have to do exercises that pertain specifically to my glutes and my hamstrings. So I'm doing hip thrusts, I'm doing RDLs, I'm doing Bulgarian split squats, deficit lunges. There's said creepy men. Things of the sort. Secondly, this really applies to sports. So let's say, or back in high school, I threw discus. Sorry, I'm struggling to think of examples. So what did I do to practice the most? I threw a discus. There was of course some technique things and some general things and just general strengthening that was applicable, but to get good at discus, I practiced throwing the discus a lot of times. So I throw the discus 100 times practice, then I got better. When I didn't do my 100 times of practice, you could see that I hadn't done that. So what you specifically train for, you perform better. And so same deal for running. If you want to go out and run, I don't even know if it's yards or meters, 100-yard dash, I think, you need to practice 100-yard dash. So what you practice, you perform. So both of these ideas, again, are pretty intuitive, but overload and specificity are two of the key principles in enhancing athletic performance, and especially in sports. So yeah.